Alright, what's going on, y'all? We're gonna try out some new cards in the Sultai Ultimatum shell, see what works and what doesn't. The main new cards we're looking at here are Decisive Denial, which can be either removal or a counterspell. Emergent Sequence, which helps us ramp and gets a land that is a creature, so it can also help keep us alive for a little longer. Quandrix's Apprentice, whenever we cast an instant or sorcery, we look at the top 3 cards and find a land from among them and put that into our hand. Just make sure we hit our land drops, which is always something we want to do in our ramp deck. We've got 2 Eureka Moments to draw some cards and also ramp a little bit, and 1 Professor Onyx as a possible hit off of the Ultimatum, and just another good top-end card. Can remove an opponent's greatest power creature, or can be card advantage, and then when it's on the board and you cast instants or sorceries, your opponents lose life and you gain life. Seems pretty good. We've also got 4 Lovestruck Beasts, which you don't always see in Sultai, but it goes very well with the Decisive Denial, so it can remove just about any creature in the format. And it also works well with Esca's Chariot, because if you have an Esca's Chariot on the board, and then you play a Lovestruck Beast, that Lovestruck Beast can crew the chariot and copy your human token, and it's pretty good. Yeah, that's about it. Lovestruck Beast, of course, is also a very good defensive creature. You don't have to be attacking for Lovestruck Beast to be good. There aren't many creature decks that can always attack into a 3-mana 5/5. So yeah, let's try it out and see how we do in standard best of 3. We'll talk about the sideboard a bit when we get there. Fantastic name on the play. Sure, we've got colors, we've got Omen to get us somewhere. I think we're playing this tapped just so we can for sure curve out fine. Extinction Event should stop whatever the opponent's trying to do, if they're on some sort of creature list anyway. Kind of want to Omen here. So we'll hold the Triumph for now. Alright, opponent showing is it so far. See if they allow us the Omen. They do. We don't have any instants or sorceries here for the Apprentice. We can put that on the bottom. I think we'll keep taking Triumphs. I think here we just want to buy Yorion. Stomp Face, okay. Extinction Event should be good then. Cultivate, alright, they're on some sort of teamer ramp nonsense, not just is it. Let's foretell one of these. Go to Triumph down. If we go Yorion into Epiphany, there shouldn't be anything our opponent can do. Bone Crusher comes down. Alright, well with that draw we're definitely going for binding here. And that lets us play our Triumph, and that makes our Yorion that much better next turn. If they foretold Alrund's Epiphany here, that's fine, because now they don't get much with their extra turn. They don't get a free hit with their Bone Crusher, is what I mean. If that saw it coming and they counter our Yorion, we're a bit sad. It is Epiphany, that's fine. else. Luca. They don't have a 3-drop on board, so they can't guarantee they're going to get Coma. Goldspan Dragon, huh? Let's see, we'll take a Keytria Triome, Goldspan Dragon. Let's see, do we Extinction Event here? Or do we Yorion? I think we can Yorion. Doesn't really matter what we put these on now. Put this on blue, maybe they'll bluff a Mystical Dispute. Destroy the Dragon or the Luca. We're probably using Extinction Event on Odd anyway. And we have a good blocker for the Dragon, so let's just get rid of Luca. At this point, we really just want Ultimatum counter spells or other very large spells. We're a bit past the time for Emergent Sequence. Genesis Ultimatum, okay. Come on now. Well, their board gets really blown out by Extinction Event here. I'll block this just in case they have some Unleash Fury nonsense. To cultivate. They'd better have another Genesis Ultimatum in hand here, or they're completely blown out. That's fine. You don't get to tap my lands until you've created the coil. Come on. Yeah, come on. Let's use that to foretell another Extinction Event. Love it. Our colors are fine. We'll leave the cycling lands in there in case we'd like to cycle them. Attack first. See what kind of follow-up they have here. Goldspan Dragon, don't really care. And they once again get blown out by Extinction Event. Then we can Epiphany. And yeah, that's game. What a greedy teamer deck. Alright, so Extinction Event's great. Shadow's Verdict, not really. The creatures that we're worried about are bigger than 3 CMC. Mystical Dispute, probably good. Do we want Duress? I don't think so. Most of their cards are creatures. We definitely want all our ramp. Lovestruck Beast is fine. I don't know, maybe on the draw we do want Shadow's Verdict. But then what are we cutting? Heartless Act, because they just go too wide. But Heartless Act does answer Coma. don't think Apprentice is great here. Decisive Denial should be okay. I don't think Gargaroth is great here. We shouldn't need the life that badly. And maybe it's just one Heartless Act. Can go. Yeah, it should be alright. I don't think we want to bring in Necromentia against their ultimatums, because they're very capable of winning without them, as their cards are all large and powerful on their own for the most part. Especially if they have Edgewall Innkeeper. It's a bit slow, but might get us there. We foretell on 2, buy Yorion on 3, bind on 4. Maybe we omen on 2 instead. Alright, they do have the aggressive opening, sure. I think we're omening here to find some sweeper, perhaps. Of course I don't bring in Crippling Fear against this deck because of all their 5 and 6 toughness creatures, and 4. We've got 3 lands in hand, we don't really need any more. Cultivate, huh? I think we're better off buying Yorion than doing anything else here. But then we have to discard. I think that's fine. We have far too many lands in hand. I don't think we're getting anywhere if we're not double binding this game. I think the Restoration can go, it's too slow for this matchup. They're going to beat us to death too fast, and I want to curve out to 7. Okay, that's an ouch, but we should be alright. Save the Fabled Passage, maybe we'll draw Emergent Sequence. Just try and prevent damage here. Next turn, if they let us Yorion, we can worry about the Innkeeper, perhaps. Or if they have Goldspan Dragon, of course, that'll be a higher priority. Nothing, huh? That tells me they want to counter this Yorion. In which case, I think we cultivate. Oh, they don't have a counterspell. They could have Essence Scatter or Disdainful Stroke, I suppose. Get another black source. No real point in foretelling the Alrund's Epiphany here, unless we draw exactly Decisive Denial next turn. And we want to cast Alrund's Epiphany next turn, which I think we'd still rather cast Yorion. This way we're at least bluffing a counterspell. Goldspan Dragon, sure, plays around Jawari. And now we're dead to Stomp. Doesn't look like they have Stomp. Well, we're at 2, so we have to resolve Alrund's Epiphany, essentially, or we lose. Resolves. There's the emergent sequence. Let's see. We can do this into Yorion. We have 2 Fabled Passages, so we'll still have 1 next turn for the emergence sequence. Of course, if they have stop, none of this matters, but we're gonna try our best. No attacks, will be extra careful. So I'll take another Omen. Yep. Okay, any removal spell or haste threat, and we die here. That might not do it. Nope, I get the Goldspan Dragon. Still don't think Duress is great, nor Heartless Act. I think we're good, honestly. I don't think any of the cards in our sideboard are better here. Gargaroth could be okay, but most of the time it just gets borrowed, which of course then feels really bad. It might be better than Lily though, as they go pretty wide. Alright, we'll play 1 Gargaroth. Not much of a showcase of the new cards here. They're all either not getting cast or getting boarded out, which maybe should tell us something. That's not going to do it. Oh, this is not good, but I think it's keepable. There is a path to victory with this hand. It's just not a likely one. That helps our odds quite a bit. Don't like that, not one bit. Yeah, those give us things to do next turn. Let's see. Robber, huh? Interesting. Not sure why they're playing that here. Yeah, Shadow's Verdict into Swamp looks pretty good here. Good old 3 for 1. And next turn we could just slam Vorinclex. They're out of lands, so they don't get to hit off their robber. I think Brazen Borrower is the only thing that punishes us for the Vorinclex play. I think we were just trying to race here. 3 robbers, where did that come from? I'm so confused. Let's see. I want to buy Yorion here, and I want to hold up Mystical Dispute. And I want to play the Wolflow-Haven. I don't think we can attack with Vorinclex here. Mystical Dispute should stop anything they could have that would stop Vorinclex. We'll prevent damage. we get a land off the top, we can protect our ultimatum with a mystical dispute. Nice. So black, black, green, 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 blue, blue. We don't have triple blue to protect with the mystical dispute. We could Yorion here, though we don't have mystical dispute up that way either. So I guess we're just playing around Jwari. A little unfortunate. Alright, they don't have it. Okay, so I think we want to get Gargaroth. Shadow's Verdict is fine. And does Kioribes the Sea God get it done here? We'll take the Epiphany. Gargaroth is very good when you're at low life totals, as it blocks everything and gains life when doing so. Gargaroth goes back. Okay, Epiphany goes down first, then Shadow's Verdict, so we get to keep our birds. Fire Prophecy. Okay, that does stop them from being dead. Alright, I think we just Yorion here, try to find a blue source so we can hold open Mystical Dispute. There's not really any need to flicker the Wolflow Havens here, I don't think. Oh, well, this comes back at end step, so we can't find a blue source anyway. What am I thinking? I'll take one. Sure. I don't think they can get us from 4 to 0 in one turn through a blocker. Unless they have double stomp, which they don't. They do finally get their 4th land, though. Well, that was a bit of a hard-fought battle.